Hey, it's time for La Mama's Poetry Electric. That's right. And I'm William Electric Black, bringing you tonight's tribute special event. A shout out to the one and only Terry Lewis, aka King Luck, aka Kid Lucky, who was very supportive of La Mama. He brought so many artists here, and we want to give a shout out to him tonight for doing that. And of course, a shout out to La Mama, to Mia and the fabulous staff who keep bringing and bringing all these artists to you with these different events. So please go to lamama.org and you will be like mesmerized, amazed, electrified. That's right, because we keep bringing it. And you know, in the fall, September, La Mama will be 60 years old. 60 years, bringing you hundreds and hundreds of artists. Please support the artists. Please, wherever they are, whatever they do, come on out online. When we go live again, come out, support the artists. And tonight, I brought together some fabulous, amazing, beautiful artists to do a shout out to the one and only Terry Lewis, Kid Lucky. Yes. And we're going to bring it, and we hope that you bring it too. And even if you didn't know him, you will understand what he was all about. A very special, talented individual, and he brought much love. And so we're sending out much love to him, much love to the Terry Lewis family, much love to the artists that he supported, the artists that gathered to support him, and all of you artists out there that are supporting us tonight. Poetry Electric, yeah. So without further ado, we're going to bring it. We're going to start with the one and only Shawn Randall. That's right. We're going to bring up Shawn, and we're going to kick it with a couple of other artists tonight as we do a shout out, yes, to the one and only Terry Lewis. Yes, King Luck, aka Kid Lucky. So if we're ready and you're ready, I'm ready. Yeah, we're going to keep doing it tonight with Shawn Randall. We're going to also have Rabbi out there. We're going to have Rabbi Darkside, and we're going to also close it out with Airloom Beats tonight. So, yeah.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much to Poetry Electric. Thank you, La Mama family. It's an honor to be here tonight to participate in this particular Poetry Electric, which is a tribute to King Luck, who was an incredible artist and an innovator and a friend of mine who connected me with folks, and we performed on so many different stages together. So I'm gonna do my set dedicated to King Luck. He was an innovator, always pushed the envelope, so I'll be doing 2 new pieces, and one of the pieces that I actually got to play for King Luck the last time I got to see him. This first song is called Purple. Flying by the seat of our pants, we never really had the chance. Always at the same parties, how come we never danced? The music was always too loud. I remember that one time Purple Rain came on. I wanted to dance, but I lost you in the crowd. I was so afraid to make mistakes. Sometimes the greatest risks are the ones we never take. I was the one who decided to play it safe. bunch of mutual friends, and sometimes I used to pretend I didn't notice your smile, and then you'd catch me staring again. What could have been or should have been never happened just because. I wonder what might have been. Could there have been a future for the two of us if I never decided? I wish I never decided to play it safe. I was so afraid to make mistakes. Sometimes the greatest gifts are the ones we never take. I wish I never decided. Should have let the fear subside then. What would have happened if I didn't play it safe? This next song is also a brand new song. King Luck, I remember when I met him a long time ago, just in the art scene through Bowery Poetry Club and also through Funkadelic Studios. He was beatboxing then, and then he started to innovate, and he wanted to transform the way he performed and started beat rhyming. You'll get to see a little bit of beat rhyming later on tonight. This song is a brand new song called Lifeline. I know a lot of people are going through a difficult moment at this time, and I hope you have someone and something to reach out to and hold on to stay sane and safe. I'm asking for a lifeline. It's hard to see the sunshine. I'm laughing on the outside, but I'm crying within. I'm calling for a lifeline. I'm drowning in the sunshine. You don't see me sinking, and I can't swim. When you're running out of options, you try the strangest concoctions. Many miles left, and I can't get my second wind. Oh, this country that I live in, it tests my biorhythms, squeezing tighter than a blood pressure machine. My heart wears body armor, and I may seem like a charmer, but I keep it protected, 'cause I wear it on my sleeve. When you're running out of options, you try the strangest concoctions. Many miles left, and I can't get my second wind. When you can't weather the seasons, while you ponder all the reasons why the dark clouds always seem to keep rushing in. Oh, asking for a lifeline. It's hard to see the sunshine. I'm laughing on the outside, but I'm crying within. This last song was one of the last songs that I got to play. I wrote a show called The Making of How to Save the World in 90 Minutes, and it was a play with music, and we closed and shut down right before the pandemic, and one of the last shows, King Luck attended, and he gave me such a warm hug and embrace, and I was very appreciative that I got that time to connect with him in a time when we could still make contact with each other. This last song is called Open Heart Serenade. And thank you very much again. And stay tuned, and I'll be bringing on the next incredible artist after this song. Open your heart today. Could you try and let love in? When we all fade away, regrets float in the wind. How did we even get here? Wish I could say, but I don't know. Things were moving too fast, and now they're moving slow. Sometimes we need some distance, leave some space for the heart to grow. It's hard to seek forgiveness for the silent wrongs we don't know. So open your heart today. Could you try and let love in? When we all fade away, regrets float in the wind. So open your heart today. Can you try and let love in? We all make mistakes. Could you forgive, begin again? Won't you try again? Won't you try again? Won't you try again? Won't you try again? So open your heart today. Could you try and let love in? We all make mistakes. Could you forgive, begin again? Thank you so much again, La Mama, Poetry Electric, staff at Bowery, at La Mama. Where am I? Virtually, I'm in the virtual world. But shouts to everybody who made this happen. Much love and respect to King Luck. The next amazing artist that will be taking the stage is a phenomenal artist. He is a freestyle MC, an educator, a musician, a beatboxer, a DJ, a label owner. He's just one of the most remarkable artists that I've had the privilege to share many stages with, from the Blue Note to the Highline Ballroom to Bowery Poetry Club, which is like on our minds, is another space that I see Terry, aka King Luck. So without further ado, I'm gonna pass it on. Please give your love and energy to none other than the phenomenal Rabbi Darkside.
Good evening, y'all. Thank you, Shawn, for that fantastic introduction after that breathtaking set. That was just what my spirit needed tonight. And it really is a pleasure to be here with you and with Heirloom and with the fine folks at La Mama in honor of Luck. Kid Lucky, King Luck, Terry Lewis, and celebrating his legacy. And I think about Luck a lot, and I knew him for a very long time and touched many stages across this globe with him. And I was thinking how to best honor him with selections tonight. And I thought about things that Luck really represented and how to translate those to music from my catalog and heart and mind. And, if there were three things that Luck always represented for, one was racial justice. And that was something that we connected over sometimes by circumstance and sometimes just in message. Um, he defended that fearlessly. He defended hip hop culture fearlessly, and he defended New York City fearlessly. So, with that in mind, I'm going to touch on racial justice, hip hop culture, and New York City one time for Luck. Hey, yo, white folks. Yeah, I'm talking to you. White folks looking uncomfortable in the room. Hey, yo, white folks. Yeah, you part of the group. We could stay part of the problem or start facing the truth. See, there's no apparent place to start with our parents in your heart, in your classroom or your block, on your words or in your thoughts, what you heard or what you taught, the myth of the melting pot. If you a teacher or a cop or read Michelle and Barack, take a moment to stop. This apart from your kindness. This is part of our silence at the crux of our bias. Whiteness is a fact, an a system built on the backs of murder and pseudoscience and generations of wrath. Prejudice is acquired, inherited, and displayed. Discrimination is actions based on it to separate. Racism fathered race to hold humans in their place based on what the white man had to say, who he enslaved. Foundation of economy is racial ideology that built the 13 colonies and predicated policy dedicated to segregating and perpetuating the feeling that keeps white people thinking we're better by nature. Check yourself. Sure, we're all special flowers, but privilege gives us power in what you don't encounter. For jobs, you might compete, profiled by the police, followed around while shopping, denied a restaurant seat. See, the world works in our favor. You probably look like your neighbors and probably can get a loan, probably can own some acres, see your likeness on TV and all of your favorite shows and get products that you need in every marketing store. The thing about thinking white is not having to think twice. Quick to call the authorities without risking your life. Able to trace your roots and taking that for granted, not knowing why I smack you when you say all lives matter. Yo, white folks. Hey, yo, white folks. Hey, yo, white folks. Yeah, I'm talking to you. White folks looking uncomfortable in the room. Hey, yo, white folks. Yeah, you part of the group. We could stay part of the problem and start facing the truth. I'm here to keep learning to step aside and shift power to folks of color and elevate women's voices till anomalies are abundant. More prone to run with mystics than with critics and pundits. To the movement of this radius sweeps across the circumference. Trust, I understand about growing up in struggle. Was bullied for being Jewish, rocking hand-me-down to my cousin, and having ancestral history fraught with fleeing oppressors. But none of that's a reason to ignore the system's methods. America, the usual truth, false testimonials, cool, still move colonial, schools still quite draconian, punishments more severe for the black and brown and queer, while Anglo-Saxons cheer and have dog whistling ears. So this is a call to action to my white folks who are combating the criminalizing of blackness and politicians who back it, cops who kill a black man, they get promoted to captain. Here are a few ways you can take action. Have difficult conversations with people that you care about. See a racist out in public, call them out and stare them down. Show up for collective actions, slap a proud boy yapping. Film police, use your voice to speak havoc. Intersectional actions. Read intersectional books, bell hooks and white fragility. Watch 13. Ignore calls for rule of law and civility. It's our duty to smash the pattern, not be bystanders. If you down with that, holler back. Black Lives Matter. They don't want to be alright. They find right where they lie. They don't want to be all right. They find right where they lie. They don't want to be all right. They find right where they lie. They don't want to be all right. I got Google Ads revenue, Revolut research residue. No such thing as free Wi-Fi in the info wars. The anarchist bookstores floating on a GoFundMe, while MAGA chats got QAnon mainlined in the bloodstream. They spent years building beasts and spent years working the shadows. Horsemen and hoods unleashed, and we've been asleep at the saddle. Maybe it was too much Rachel Maddow, Michael Moore, The Daily Show, late nightly doses of laughter. 4 channels right there ain't got a chance to a fortune against these 4chan ogres. Fancy themselves joker, extra white faces, obsessive type racists. No best advice to invite conversation. They brainwashed and impatient. Impatient, diagnosis, Karen Can, Diet Cokes, phobias, and bogus, and 911 phones. Nixonian rhetoric on Smithsonian granite. The spirits of 6 grandfathers hover above 4 presidents. 470, I guess documents are amendable, but talk is cheap when hate speech is the presidential pedestal. Outbreaks for the inevitable as they are in the hands of those who play God with their tentacles and prey on those who pray for them and pay a ward to mega church, cheated cards and change the deck and make the rules and never flinch, then say that they don't benefit. You can't live without membership and all the prerequisites are white lies disguised as evidence. Yeah. All the prerequisites are white lies disguised as evidence. All the prerequisites are white lies disguised as evidence. Say what? Say word. Yo, hip hop, I do believe, as I sip by the Ave of the tea. Life's not a couple, one strife's gonna come with one. The question is how you proceed. Hip hop, I do believe. Third party in like 03. A track that we wrote before we had the beat. More important, it was a belief. Hip hop, I do believe. More than ever in the 2020s. The music amazing, the movement gaining, the army is growing in leaps. Hip hop, I do believe. If I didn't, I wouldn't be me. Techniques still turning, still teaching and learning, and won't stop until I'm feet. Still kicking and rhyming by piece. Still digging and rhyming on beats. Still speaking to humans and seeking out newness who I might just meet on the street. While I was walking and boxing a beat. Talking some raps in my sleep. Scribbling bars on a GTA card and notebook like it's 93. Yo, hip hop, I do believe. Contradictions and mythologies. The message embedded, often the precedent over the messenger's deeds. Yo, the culture is here and the key is community building, which isn't much different than it was for her. And if we're gonna work on our persons pursuing the freedom I scream, hip hop, I do believe. Yo, hip hop. Yo, hip hop, I do believe. As I sit with a pen and a theme. Life is a puzzle, lessons are subtle. That's why listening is the key. Hip hop, I do believe. It's a mantra that I'll repeat till we're ultralight beams. Since I've been like 18, present state of emergency. Hip hop is bigger than just you and me. It's bigger than sales versus streams. It's verses that sail on a wing and that break catching wind of awakening bees. Hip hop, I do believe. Hip hop, I live and I breathe. Hip hop has opened these doors. For hip hop, I bended the knees. Say word, it's beat it. Rapping Brooklyn's and Baba and Queens. A family affair that is grand as a love between hand and piano and 2D. As a love for the students I teach. For Tanaka to Fod's riches. For the Kickstarter backers and Spitfire hackers who live like they possess the dream. Say word, be the family. Started in 2003. Yo, this is the re-up introduction to Airloom Beats. Shawn Randall Airloom Beats for Kid Lucky. Yes, one time for hip hop. One time for King Luck. All right, that was a little something. Speaking to all my white folks out there, that was a little something. One time for hip hop culture. I'm also trying to keep it super in the spirit of Luck by, rocking as acoustically interpretive improvisational as I can be with the loop station over here. So shouts to that. One time for New York City. Shit. Well, it goes Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten. Come on, New York, let's make it happen. Every borough hold it down. BX to Buck Town. People all over the world, let's make it happen. It goes Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten. Come on, New York, let's make it happen. Every borough hold it down. BX to Bucktown, yo. People all over the world, yo. Where's the Washington Square weed man? They just peddling cocaine. Where's Freddy's on Dean Street? A victim of eminent domain. I can still go to the Blue now and reminisce over old days. And the 5 spot will get you a ride on the train both ways. My freestyle lessons is so pre 9/11. Hop a beeline for the D-line. Subway series spark the session. Concrete table, speed chest. We working against time. High rise to rent the residencies in the blink of an eye. What used to be bargains in fertile community gardens has been Bloomberg third term, turning its head. Brooklyn to Harlem. The apartment market has marginalized anybody not in the department of ever the fortune of foregone brokers fees. Now it's all like Target. Cookie cutter condos. Gun for hire athletes. A decade of the Knicks rebuilding. Doors closing on fat beats. Maybe we ain't hit the wall, but damn, we're on the warning track. Third parties in the class, holding the performance gap. Yo, Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten. Come on, New York, let's make it happen. Every borough hold it down. BX to Bucktown. People all over the world, let's make it happen. It goes Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten. Come on, New York, let's make it happen. Every borough hold it down. BX to Bucktown. People all over the world, let's make it happen. All right. One time for New York City. Shouts to everybody worldwide tuned in today. Shouts to La Mama and Electric for having us all on this edition of Poetry Electric. It's electrifying. All right. You know, it's certainly a struggle for artists here and around the world during this time in New York, where it's always a struggle making ends meet and keeping it, staying true to your heart. And that's something that Kid always managed to do. And, you know, his journey is really inspiring, and he always found a way to have a roof over his head and food on the table, and he always advocated for artists to get paid. So with that, sometimes is all the time. Welcome to the present tense. Welcome to the present tense, where nothing makes sense. I'm just trying to throw my 2 cents. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Hey yo, welcome to the present tense, where nothing makes sense. I'm just trying to throw my 2 cents, yo, ain't nothing. It's the age of the selfie. Everyone is a poser. Click button radicalism isn't so tactically potent. Tougher than ever. Overpopulation is placing our homeless, while soldiers turn native peoples into refugees roaming. We wrestling like Recco and Roman, inspecting our phones and filters while neglecting the oceans, collecting commotion in the form of a fee, while foreign needs are few and far between as far as we can see. We stay minding these beats like Evil D. Yeah, flip a different sample, me don't repeat history. Live as an example is the best that I can dream. No, that's a lie. I won't be satisfied until we free. I won't be pacified as malice magnifies. I won't be categorized. I won't stop rapping, emphatically fly. I write in bold letters, improvise in fine print. Always been a go-getter, now I'm going to get a grip. The blues are more better when love is the quest and guns are suppressed. The punching is blessed, the police protect. Are we totally vexed, the hope for the best? Every time I write a verse like this, I wholly connect. Commune with spirit, mind, body, wholly connect. Eckhart Tolle, hopefully healing, helping to take breaths. Yo, I don't pace bets, I play steps. I don't chase checks, I pay respects to the gifts with which I'm blessed. We headed to the apex, on the way, waylay stress. Get above the fray, the melee mess, we raise reps. Don't stress, but like say sex. Leave trace effects while making maze step. Hey yo, welcome to the present tense. Where nothing makes sense, I'm just trying to throw my 2 cents. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Hey yo, welcome to the present tense. Where nothing makes sense, I'm just trying to throw my 2 cents. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Yes, y'all. That's a tune that I'm or have the privilege of being on by my man Jerome Lev, aka Ugly Brain, and Luck was a big fan of Jerome Lev, and likewise. All right. So in the spirit of hip hop, spoken word, and the jazz tradition, and in the spirit of King Luck, the last thing I would like to do is kick a freestyle for y'all, because as much time as I spent doing anything with Luck, freestyling was probably the one that we shared the most. That's how we spent a lot of time, from the Subway Series New York to the Subway Series Prague to La Mama Theater to the Human Beatbox Orchestra. New voices all day. So usually in an online moment like this, I would ask for some words in the chat, and I wonder if my compatriots on here could pepper the chat with a couple words that they think of when they think about Luck and his spirit and his legacy. And if not, that's okay. I'm just gonna go off the top, but let me get this beat popping. You lost my audio? Oh, okay. Huh. Is it back like this? Okay. Well, something's wrong with my piano, so let's just go off the top. Okay. K to the I, to the D, to the K, to the I, to the N, to the G. Say what? Ayo. K to the I, to the D, to the K, to the I, to the N, to the G. All right. Freestyles in the chat, I got a few choices. Well, we ensemble on a stage like new voices. Moments like those I relish, like when we would hang out in the studio, funkadelic, those were meetups. We would go out to dinner, food parties where we feast up, then kick some free stuff, then be fierce. All of y'all will call more. This the anniversary of the Warriors. All wearing vests, gotta get to Coney Island. We love to walk everywhere, blasting hip hop for miles. And kid was like, there's nothing you could tell me. Yo, let me get my tablet, record this, and take a selfie. And those cats and these cats, they knew the science rocked the party, and that was that. So he is a man to me, he's wonderful. I saw him on stage doing some backflips and somersaults. Who knew? We rocked some parties on stage for the Zulu. We rocked in Paris and Prague, and then he knew you. And he's not a pretender. He had a ferret named Pabu, loved the Avengers. Now this might stop. I was on stage, I saw Dougie Fresh say that hip hop was composed of him and Kid. Dougie said that he was the hip and the hop was off the lid. That was him. Freestyle never failure. Kid lifted up women. Just look at Arabelle and Kayla. World championships, he saw the world in all ways, and he realized his dream by rocking there on Broadway. The K to the I to the D to the K to the I to the N to the G. Hey yo, the K to the I to the D to the K to the I to the N to the G. I remember that I'm always a vessel for things that we presented there's potential for. All the times remembering in the residential Lower East Side Beatbox Festival at La Mama. We hosted stuff together. We grew and did it better. Now you know we live forever on In His Sun Science. I close my eyes and meditate and think about luck in the silence. And it's beautiful. We stop. He's the one that convinced me to beatbox. So I thought that I would try to stretch myself here because he's the person that taught me how to invest in self. Clear. Unity. Between the screen, I see you and me. That's community. And with that, the human drum, thank y'all for rocking with me. Now I'm done. 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 K to the I to the D to the K to the I to the N to the G, 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 G. Thanks, y'all. What an honor and a pleasure it is to be here amongst all of y'all virtually. And I really feel it in my heart and in my home. I have the extraordinary honor of introducing someone who was one of Luck's mentees under Kid Luck's tutelage, and one of his great students, one of the progenitors of beat rhyming, brought it around the globe. And you know, Luck was an advocate for many things, but women on stage in hip hop. Over and over again, I heard him say, women are the future of hip hop. And I totally believe that. And I would like to introduce y'all without further ado to somebody who represents the future, represents hip hop, beatbox, poetry, musicianship, and beat rhyming. Make some noise for Heirloom Beats.
Hello, hello, hello. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I'm happy to be here. How about you? My name is Heirloom Beats, and I'm gonna get us started with a quick and simple song. That's how I get by when I'm feeling low. Rock with the vibe, lean with the flow. Release this energy when I feel away. Grateful for everything and every day. Hey, 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 I'm alive today. Take a breath, it'll be okay. Hush your mind, that's how you see your way. We'll take it day by day. Yes, it will be okay. Sometimes I'm feeling good, others are not the same. Sometimes we get the sun, others we get the rain. We might not get away, but we just keep it pushing. Hey, yeah, yeah. We might make some mistakes, but we just keep it pushing. Oh, I'm alive. Hey, 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 I'm alive today. Take a breath, it'll be okay. Hush your mind, that's how you see your way. We'll take it day by day. Yes, it will be okay. Hey, hey, I'm alive today. Hey, yay, I'm alive today. Hey, hey, I'm alive today. Hey, yay, I'm alive today. Hey, hey, I'm alive today. Hey, hey, I'm alive today. Yes, I'm alive. Hey, 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 I'm alive today. I'm alive today. Take a breath, it'll be okay. Hey, I'm alive today. Hush your mind, that's how you see your way. We'll take it day by day. Yes, it will be okay. Hey, I'm alive today. Hey, I'm alive today. Hey, hey, I'm alive today. Hey, I'm alive today. Hey, hey, not always get my way. Hey, I'm alive today. Hey, hey, I'm alive today. Hey, I'm alive today. Say, hey, I'm alive today. Hey, yay, I'm alive today. Hey. Yes. So, thank you so much for tuning in for that. Song is keeping me really grounded these days. Sometimes you gotta just like remember the smallest and simplest of things. Like being alive is a blessing, and chances if you heard that, you're alive. And if you heard that and you're not alive, send me a sign because that's crazy. But anyway, I'm wishing well wishes to everybody that's watching this video and all of your loved ones. And I'm super grateful to be alive here today and honor my mentor, Kid Lucky, or King Luck, Terry Lewis. I know for a fact that my life would not be the way that it is today if it weren't for the fact that I met King Luck and if it weren't for the community that he built And he shared with me, um, without really having much to give, this man gave me like everything. And to this day, I'm still getting new opportunities and meeting new people and making new friends because I allowed this man to bless my life. So I am so happy to be here sharing with all of you. I feel nice and grounded from that first song. And, when I think about Lucky, I just remember that first day that he taught me about hip hop and how mind boggling it was for me. It absolutely changed my entire view of everything and the way that I approach music and creating these beats and the significance that this has in the culture and in the world. And I really didn't realize that. And I'm really lucky that I met King Luck so he could put that into perspective to me, um, for me. And now I get to share this with young kids all over the country. I think at this point I must have taught thousands of kids how to beatbox, and I get to make all kinds of wonderful, amazing music. And I thought, in the spirit of Lucky, I would share something that I made with the kids. Um, this particular day, I was working with middle schoolers, and they were feeling kind of shy. They were reluctant to share their voices. So I thought I would try to flip the script and ask them to tell me what they wanted to hear from me. And we would make a song together. I demonstrated what I did with this. So you guys are going to get like a brief little demonstration. But I'm going to build this song as if I was with them. So this first track right here, they told me they wanted a trap beat. So this is what they got. Then this kid described that he wanted like saxophone, but maybe violin, specifically with an echo. So this is what we got. Okay, it's coming together. It's coming together. I'm checking to see if they're paying attention. I ask what comes next, and they say it's bass line. I was like, how does it go? Maybe something like this. Okay. I'm like, okay, kids, I think you got a beat here. What is this? What are we saying? What's happening here in this beat? What do you feel? They say, this is a horror. They're scared. And I'm like, oh, yes, you're right. This is a little dark. But what is it? What is it? What do you need? What is something you want from this? And then this one kid who was completely off camera unmuted himself and said that this song makes him think that he needs a soup, side of fries, and a Coke. And this is what we got. I put it in a song verbatim. Here it goes. It goes like this. Here it goes. I need some soup, side of fries, and a Coke. I was really surprised. I was like, a lot of hip hop comes from hunger. So we added this here. I'll be hungry. Some harmonies, some melodies here. I'm so hungry. Side of fries, and this is how the beat came together. I'll be hungry. I'll be hungry. I need some hungry. Side of fries and a Coke. I'll be hungry. I need something to relax. I need some soup, side of fries, and a Coke. Comforting and cozy, yeah, that's fine. I need some soup, side of fries, and a Coke. Get that energy, get back on track. I need some soup, side of fries, and a Coke. The perfect combo to relax, cause I'm so hungry. Side of fries. I'm so hungry, hungry. Hey. I'll be hungry. Hey. I need some soup, side of fries, and a Coke. So anyway, I thought that was a fun thing to share because, Luck, Luck poured a lot of energy into educating me and nurturing my voice and my skills. So I'm so grateful that I got to meet him. And this way that I feel when I think about my mentor is something that I hope to share with all the students that I come in contact with, even if it's just for 45 minutes one day in 1 year. I have no idea, what this will inspire. And, I've seen it many times, the way that some people react to beatboxing, especially these days as we're becoming more aware of special needs. It's really significant. So this brings me to like my last, piece here for my mentor. I just can't help but feel so incredibly lucky that I let this person bless my life. And this is something that I'm going to share to commemorate that. Oh, wait. Before I do that, though, I kind of did want to do a little. Rabbi made me want to do a little bit of beatbox because I knew I'm okay. I'm gonna just do it. All right. Okay. So sorry. I'm gonna just do this super quick because this is for Lucky. I need to represent some of this beat rhyme, okay? I'm here to represent. That's my lady bass. I could get it, don't really matter how. It's not my problem. What you feeling now? Flex my do my lady bass. Flex my do my lady. That's my yeah. All right. That was a little beatbox moment. I'm sure you guys can. Thank you. My mentor taught me. Anyway, now I'm going to go into this last piece. I hope you enjoy. I wrote it for my mentor. Oh, I was so lucky the day I met King Lucky. Oh, I was so lucky the day I met King Lucky. Oh, I don't know what path to take. Seems like everywhere I go, I can't help but make more mistakes. Maybe if I follow my heart, my path will become clear. But my mind's swelling up, I'm burdened down with all of my fears. Oh, and I was so lucky the day I met King Lucky. I was so lucky the day I met King Lucky. Oh, gotta explore and work it out. 'Cause all I wanna do is make funky music with my mouth. Hey, you feel me? One day working at a bar, I couldn't help but stare. As I observed my future mentor walking by with half-shaved hair. Why? Oh my God, that's lucky. The person they call Kid Lucky. I must be so lucky. Today I meet King Lucky. Oh, the things that he taught me got beatryme ideas in my head. With these gifts from Lucky, the muses want me to say, dedicate your time to your light and let it shine through. Just think of all the things you can do. The world could use somebody like you. Dedicate your time to what matters to you. Just find your light and let it shine through. Think of all the good you could do. The world could use somebody like you. Oh, I was so lucky the day I met King Lucky. Oh, I was so lucky the day I met King Lucky. I'll be grateful for what he taught me. Oh, that day I was so lucky. Oh, I was so lucky the day I met King Lucky. Thank you guys so much for helping me pay tribute to one of the most important people in my life. I hope that I can share some of the beauty that he shared with me. Thank you.
Yes. Woo! Yes, kid, king. Unbelievable. Thank you, Heirloom Beats. Thank you, Shawn Randall. Thank you, Rabbi Darkside. And if we could have you all come out and one final time to just let the audience know that you were in the house. And if you can just come out and be like, hey, fabulous. Oh, what a night. I love the stories. The stories are the best. I forgot about the Subway series. That was the Subway series was just, and you did that in Prague. Is that right, Rabbi?
Yes, I was the ambassador. I brought the hip hop Subway series to the Czech Republic.
Oh
Where
my.
it was, hip hop. When the more I think about it, it was really, it was a political act of resistance and congregation every single time, and it gave people a New York experience that they would never forget. So don't ever forget the hip hop Subway series.
We
I love
can't
the
never
hug.
forget.
Sean, you talked about that hug, you did that live show and that moment and the contact, you had a moment there. So
Yeah, and like Rabbi said, he had his iPad. We took a selfie, have a picture together.
yeah, the
Let's be
pictures.
there. He was big about capturing the moments, and yeah, it was just so grateful that he was able to make it and be
And
there.
Heirloom, you'll work with the kids all over. Yes, it's just unbelievable. How many kids have you really touched? Like a
I
thousand.
mean, I've worked with a number of programs. I've worked with Beat Global, with Kids Creative. Currently, I'm working with Get Empowered, and sometimes I get other gigs from other places. So I've got to work at NYU. I have a gig coming up at the University of North Carolina, where I'm going to be sharing these things. And I really have to thank La Mama, because when I was just an orphan beatboxer floating about the world, and I typed in Beatbox NYC, the beatbox festival at La Mama came up, and that
Love.
was the first event I ever saw Lucky. And then the day that I met him, that's how I knew it was him. So the La Mama plays a really big part in, my story with Lucky, and the fact that I get to, represent here, and before with New Voices at La Mama Theater just really is always a full circle moment. And I'm so happy that I get to. And Shawn Randall and Rabbi Darkside, Shawn gave me my first beatbox money actually at this haiku event. And this is all because of Lucky. I wouldn't know any of you guys if it weren't for this man. And I'm receiving these blessings all the time from him. Thank you so much, Lucky.
No, very
honorary
special. He
ancestors.
came, Poetry Electric, and then La Mama was like, "Hey, get lucky," and then Beatbox Festival, emerged, from him coming through the Poetry Electric scene. So, really, a shout out to all of you. I mean, Poetry Electric's been around for umpteen years, and it's very special. People who have come through, yourselves, Kid, on and on and on. The artists that have come through, La Mama is just a very special place. And big shout out to La Mama. Shout out to Ellen Stewart, the one and only, who got it up and going. And of course, it's still rocking and rolling with me. So big shout out to La Mama, and how he brought his energy into La Mama and touched all of us. So really special. And really thanks again for putting in the time, the energy, and the love. Yes, thank
Oh,
you.
thank you for having us. And just on the full circle note, the last live show I saw before COVID hit was the show Shawn is talking about, how to save the world in 60 minutes, 90 minutes,
90 minutes. Yeah.
90 minutes. Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, yeah. And little did anyone know that it was actually that's what it did. Um, and I remember seeing the kid had been there and lamented not going that night. But that's full circle having you here and Arabelle. It's just totally magical to see Luck's spirit live in you and his work and his styles. You know. And shouts to La Mama, shouts to Mia, shouts to Billy in the Culture Hub,
Pierce, I want to
shouts
thank
to
you
Marielle and Pierce.
for bringing it and really getting everybody, together on board. I know it's not easy. You got your musician, set up, your mics, and like, whoa. Is that kind of a little tricky to navigate during this time period of being in and performing, and how's that going for everybody?
Go ahead, Herb. You muted.
Interesting. I've been adapting to this virtual
Virtual.
performance. And in the beginning, I was doing a lot of Instagram live shows with a comedian, like this late night show, which was really fun. Been doing Props the Hip Hop Improv Show with my friend BS, who I would not know had it not been for Lucky. And we've had the privilege of having Rabbi Darkside become a champion, a props champion. Oh my gosh, he was so incredible. That was incredible. So we have moments like that, and it's really great to adapt, to be with hustlers, because really it's like you could change the hustle, but you can't change the hustler. They're gonna find a way. And I'm looking forward to the fact that after this, yeah, we're gonna have live shows and we'll have virtual capabilities because we've spent so much time working on it. So I'm sort of like, I could continue. I'm gonna just take it. Like I'm here for that.
Not working for you, Shawn? You're
Yeah, I think we've all been forced to adapt. I know people are longing for connection and to be connected, and just having whatever resources we can until we could actually be in the same space at the same time again. But yeah, it's been a major adjustment for me personally, and just spending a lot more time on screens and stuff like that. But it's it's the closest thing that we have, short of being able to be present with each other. But yeah, I've just been doing the same thing, adjusting to this form of performance, and it's different. It's just we're all in isolation, trying to stay connected, and yeah. So I'm doing the same thing. I have a show at the end of the month.
nice.
It's called Symphonics Live. We'll be streaming live on the 28th of February, and yeah, it's just whatever we can do to stay connected at this time, because I know a lot of people are in isolation and are disconnected from just the outside world. So whatever can be done, events like this, and whatever we can do to just like keep trying to connect with people. That's all we can do.
Yeah, let me know what's going on, and vice versa. I'll let you know, projects, things coming up. I'm definitely going to reach out and connect, through the Zoom,
Through the Zoom.
in Zoom land, in Zoom land. And Pierce, Marielle, how we doing? We're all right. We're good, huh? La Mama, La Mama, La Mama. And so you know, I want to thank everybody out there. Are we still on, Pierce? Are we still doing our thing? Good stuff. Good. So I want to make sure we're out there, and thank you everybody for checking us out and for being there, you know, in there with us. And you know, as we take you out and we take you in, let us know. Keep supporting La Mama. Let us know what you're doing, and you know, we've got different projects happening. La Mama Kids. I'm reading one of my books on the 25th of February, so please support La Mama Kids. 25th at 4 o'clock. And La Mama has a cafe series, and you know, they have all kinds of different events if you go to lamama.org. So please make sure you check out lamama.org and find out about more upcoming events that we're having, so you can meet artists like Airloom Beats, yeah, Shawn Randall, Rabbi Darkside, you know, and we're going to keep bringing you more Poetry Electric. We have Tap Poetry coming up March 1st. So you want to make sure you're coming back for that. And we have the Girls Club, Lower East Side Girls Club, coming and kicking it with some rhymes and beats. So really exciting. We have Jeff Wright, Cover Mag. We have some poets coming up. So Poetry Electric is still going to be kicking it and hitting it. So, you know, please definitely, you know, stay on board with us. And it's really exciting. And Rabbi, you got anything coming up? What's going on?
I'm living, loving, growing, and surviving, dude. I'm just surviving. Yeah. No, there's yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great to have the opportunity to, you know, be on a platform that's not Twitch or Instagram Live, and be a family affair, and you know, be able to partner up and rock with La Mama in the virtual space, because my experience with virtual performance actually started at La Mama at the Culture Hub with Far Beyond and the Hip Hop Re-Education Project and Billy over there, and we would do cyber ciphers, right? Like this is like 10 years ago. So I mean, they were so ahead of the time, and it's, you know, happy 60th anniversary to La Mama too. That's really amazing. I rock with Luck at the 50th anniversary. So
all right, 10 years ago.
Yes, new voices. Yep.
Yeah. So, you know, I can't wait to bring you all back live and in person. And, you know, and we will be, you know, it's coming. I have that feel. Do you all feel that in the fall or somewhere we're going to start coming in live? What do you think? Any thoughts?
Yes, I'm going to say yes, it will, because it will.
You're
And
gonna
so it will be.
And so it will be. There it is. Heirloom Beats, she said, and so it will be. It's gonna be. All right. Well, thanks again, and thank you everybody for coming to the Poetry Electric happening. Our tribute, Kid Lucky, King Luck, boy, right?
Thank you for having us, Electric.
Special, very special.
Big ups to you.
So much.
What a person, what a guy, what a, you know, photo. You know, I just run into him and he's just boom, embracing, he did those hugs, right? Shawn, you talk about he was.
Yeah, he always showed love, no doubt. You always knew when he was in the building. And
lots and lots of love, man. That's just truth, you know. So, and he spread a lot of love and touched a lot of people. So, you know, all of us here, you know.
so many people.
Impacted. And again, I really want to thank you for, you know, coming, and Rob, I really thank you for grabbing the, you know, getting a hold of Heirloom, getting a hold of Shawn. Really, thank you so much for that. You know, I know we were kind of talking back and forth, email it, and really, I really appreciate these artists. And you know, we're gonna do something again. So
amazing, yeah.
You know, we're gonna get some more folks up in here. You know, it'd be great.
Amazing.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Thanks.